A new motel in Wtva County is close to opening its doors for reservations. It's not your typical motel. WTVA's Jake White shows us around this unique boutique.
It's called the Tangerine Boutique Motel. Last time I covered the Tangerine, it was nothing but construction work and a concept. Today I came back to a whole new place offering incredible design and unique rooms. Each room in this motel has a specific theme, of course this one being the wood panel room. Now you have 2 double beds to accommodate your stay. Now this is what they're calling the library room. As you can see, these beautiful green shelves behind me will eventually be filled with books. But with the motel's location in Crawford, Mississippi, I spoke with the co-owner of the Tangerine if there are any booking concerns regarding the location of the motel.
We see it as a positive, right? We have seen this part of the county is growing. There's lots of people moving out this way, lots of neighborhoods being built in this general part of the county. The Airbnb business in this part of the county booms. You can't book anything that's available in this part of the county. So we feel like, with the shortage of great options, in this area, that will be an exciting new addition.
The Tangerine Boutique Motel will have a grand opening on February the 16th and will start booking prior to the event. In Crawford, Jake White, WTVA 9 News.
The newest cross is in Saltillo and it's now up. Construction's going on. It took them a while to get to the point to where the cross that you see on the ground is actually up in the air. Bobby Smith and Company came up with the idea before COVID hit, but in 2020, the pandemic made the project difficult. But the nonprofit Cross 33 raised enough money this year to bring the cross to town. It's located where Highway 45 meets Highway 145. Folks say they hope the cross brings hope to anyone who comes across it.
I think it's just so wonderful that we have a cross here. There's one in Prentice County, and then there's, I think this may be the 33rd, but we'll be able to drive through or drive to Saltillo and feel the presence of love and empowerment through this cross, which symbolizes hope and love.
Saltillo Mayor Kopi Grantham says construction should end in the next couple of months.
The Bruce community prepares to pay their final respects to their mayor. Mayor Rudy Pope visitation is today from 5 in the afternoon until 8 o'clock. And then his funeral service will happen Saturday at 10 in the morning. All of this will take place at the Parker Memorial Funeral Home in Bruce. Mayor Pope died recently while he was in hospice care in Oxford. He served in office since 2013.
Mississippi U.S. Senator Roger Wicker says he supports congressional efforts to deliver sustained military help to Ukraine. The senator says a steady stream of advanced weapon deliveries would help Ukraine secure its territory and push Russian invaders back. He described how continued support for Ukraine encouraged U.S. allies to step up their own defense efforts, helping to relieve the long-term burden on the United States. He also notes Ukraine destroyed a huge portion of Russia's military capabilities with only a small fraction of America's own defense spending.
Mississippi U.S. Senator Cindy Hyde-Smith is co-sponsoring a bill to reinstate military service members who were fired over President Joe Biden's vaccine mandate. Hyde-Smith co-sponsored the Americans Act legislation that would not only restore discharged service members, but also require congressional approvals before the Department of Defense could add another vaccine mandate. The bill would also restore the service members' rank if they were demoted because of COVID vaccine status, and giving service members who aren't vaccinated the same opportunities as those who are vaccinated.
A couple of bills are going through Congress right now trying to stop abortions. Mississippi U.S. Senator Roger Wicker introduced the No Taxpayer Funding for Abortion Act. The bill would establish a permanent prohibition on federal funding for abortions, replacing the current restrictions with a single government-wide standard. It would make permanent restrictions on funding for elective abortions and elective abortion coverage, including the Hyde Amendment. It would also eliminate Obamacare's taxpayer subsidies for elective abortion coverage on the Affordable Care Act exchanges through refundable tax credits.
Meanwhile, Mississippi U.S. Senator Cindy Hyde-Smith is pushing to stop the Food and Drug Administration's efforts to broaden the use of chemical abortion drugs. She introduced the Support and Value Expectant Moms and Babies Act. This measure would reinstate the in-person dispensing requirement for abortion drugs, blocking their remote distribution by mail or through telemedicine. It would also improve reporting requirements for complications.
CVS and Walmart are cutting pharmacy hours. The chains say they're experiencing a shortage of pharmacists. CVS will cut or shift hours at roughly 2/3 of its locations. That'll happen in March. Walmart plans to reduce its pharmacy hours by closing at 7 instead of 9 at most of its stores in March. Walgreens has already revealed reduced hours because of staffing shortages.
Meanwhile, a change could be coming that would allow more gay and bisexual men in monogamous relationships to donate blood. The FDA proposed a policy change. It involves getting rid of time-based deferral for gay and bisexual men and their female partners. Instead, potential donors will be asked if they've had new or multiple sexual partners in the past 3 months. And those who say no will be allowed to donate. Those who say yes will be asked follow-up questions. The FDA says all blood banks will continue to test donations for HIV, hepatitis B, and hepatitis C. The proposed change is open for public comment for 60 days before it becomes final.
Live local traffic as of 4:36. We were watching a bit of a slowdown there on the north side of Columbus a little bit ago, but the same spots in the yellow. Stop-go traffic, so we expect at least a little bit of that blue cut with a slight slowdown there as well. But in pretty good shape as we look back toward around Starkville. A couple other spots there that, typical Friday sort of traffic with the kids. As you can see there, in pretty good shape for the most part there, north of Industrial and out there toward Montgomery. As we slide northward, looking up closer to the Tupelo area, 22 is looking fairly good. A little bit of slowdown maybe on Birmingham Ridge Road there on the north side of town and closer to the mall, but that's just about it. As in general, things are looking pretty good across North Mississippi on this mostly clear Friday afternoon. Coming up, we'll look in more detail at your forecast for the weekend when it goes to cloudy, rainy, and when those temperatures drop it once again.
Okay, so you're sitting there live at 4:37 watching the news, but you're thinking, man, I'd really like to do something tonight. Well, we've got some options for you that we will share coming up.
A new concept for a car is being developed where a car can transform into a truck, and we'll explain how. That story is ahead on WTVA 9 News at 4.
So it's general. Mm-hmm. You just roll and if you,
yeah.
All right, you want to start this one?
Yes.
Okay.
Now you got a new one from me.
Like that.
Unusual, I get it. But
I don't even get to go to bed after this. My friend got into her dream PT school, and so she's having a big celebratory thing tonight. And as her friend, I have to be there, so.
Just don't be late.
I'm not going to be late. I'm never late.
No, what Craig was meaning to say was, oh, that's awesome. Good for her. Like, that's,
Sorry,
I assume it's a her. Is it a her
like
or is it a he?
We've had this sort of thing happen before, so.
I know.
You know what I'm talking about.
But
I don't bring it up, so.
No.
The names are changed to protect the innocent.
But if they slept in, are they innocent?
No.
No, it's just a dinner, and so I can actually sleep after that for a couple hours.
Okay, that's cool. Yes, because the last thing that I'd want is, hi, we don't have anybody to anchor, and then I have to jump in the car and.
Oh God, that is a horror story.
I had to do that once for weather.
Oh goodness.
Yeah. Which I didn't mind that as much. What I minded is the fact that I think I had literally nothing but a full screen.
Now, your WTVA Severe Weather Authority forecast with Chief Meteorologist Matt Laubbaum.
Well, after a pretty gloomy week, it looks like we're seeing some sunshine, some warmer temperatures. That's definitely a relief.
And I'm hoping it carries into the weekend, man.
Sunshines. Well, yeah, actually, I accidentally said it. It's more sunshine this weekend there. Why did I got to remember that one. The sunshine's there this evening, but I think first part of tomorrow, yes. Midday, it's pretty much gone. And then tomorrow evening and into Sunday, nope. But 54 right now in Oxford, still showing some gusty winds out there. Northwest 22 miles per hour, so a hint of a cool feel associated with that once again. Storm track Doppler radar, only a few high thin clouds down to the south of us as high pressure's building in. This is the source region for that moisture that I was mentioning. Some of the clouds as we go into the weekend associated with that by tomorrow evening, and then this front up here will make sure we have a few thunderstorms go along with that as we look into Sunday in particular. Now, temperature-wise, behind this front, there are plenty of cooler temperatures showing up there. As you can see, 30s towards Chicago. I mean, an absolute ton of cold air north. But the thing is, the way the atmosphere is structured aloft, it's not directing the coldest air down here, at least not initially. So it's going to precariously just kind of meander southward as it does, kind of performing a balancing act eventually into next week that'll kind of make a mix of precipitation, maybe some icy conditions up north of us, up into Arkansas and maybe northern Tennessee. We're still working on the locations on that as we get a little bit closer. Saturday, tomorrow morning, we start off with some clouds moving in, probably making for a pretty nice sunset tomorrow morning as we track those showers into the area. Our meteorologist, Nay Scales, will be tracking things tomorrow morning on WTVA 9 News Today starting at 5 a.m. As we progress throughout your morning, clouds become more widespread. You can see our southeast winds drawing in a little bit more moisture, but no precipitation coming from those until maybe a couple of sprinkles by 3, 4, 5 o'clock, spreading into the area into the evening. High temperatures, 58 in Tupelo. Fulton will be 59 degrees in Aberdeen, 59 for Columbus. Typical for this time of year, 54, so everybody above that by tomorrow afternoon. So even into the evening, fairly dry on your Saturday, but by midnight, 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning in those pre-dawn hours, rainfall starts spreading in from the north and west. As you can see, by midday Sunday, becoming fairly widespread. Could there be thunderstorms? Yes. Will they be severe? Probably not. Will they produce heavy rainfall? Yes. How heavy could some of those be? Maybe as high as 2 to even 3 inches of rainfall on some of our projections that we're looking at here. So we'll look at those in more detail city by city coming up at 5 o'clock. But that is a widespread rainfall situation for your Sunday. I think we're drier by Monday as our front kind of nudges into the area. So it kind of initiates the showers on Sunday, sort of oozes through on Monday, drops us into the cooler end of the spectrum by Tuesday, probably only mid 40s for highs in a lot of spots that day. And then it comes back northward. And that is really the question, AC and Craig. How far north does that front end up coming? Because if it pushes all the way through, 49 there is not right at all. We could have some mid-60s out there. So just a balancing act on that, and then what precipitation type that means for locations out of our area. I think probably just rainfall at this point for us based on what we're looking at, but certainly something we'll have to watch very closely over the weekend.
Man, if only it was snow.
Oh, no, we don't want
If
snow.
only, but...
Oh, no. She doesn't know.
Okay, never mind. I take it back.
Wait,
I
don't
take it
say
back.
that word.
I'm still a student, so snow days, I like those.
Wait, don't say that word.
I take it back.
Thanks so much, Matt.
A design studio's concept yacht might be able to fly. Lazzarini, known for its unique yacht designs, has released plans for the Plectrum. The yacht consists of 3 5,000 horsepower engines and technology, which makes it seemingly fly across the water. The company says it will build the yacht upon request for $87 million.
If you can't decide whether to buy a car or a truck, Audi's new luxury vehicle may be for you. The Active Sphere concept car can transform from a car to a pickup truck with off-roading capabilities. The vehicle features 22-inch wheels and a hatchback which can turn into an open cargo bed. While the Active Sphere is just a concept, Audi and sister company Porsche are developing the vehicle's electric drive platform for a performance vehicle to be released later this year. And you can bet it's going to cost. A thief was caught on camera loading up his truck with an item you wouldn't think someone would steal. We'll give you the story straight ahead on WTVA 9 News at 4. Forever, you probably don't want to acknowledge you're a student.
Do what?
Don't acknowledge you're a student.
Oh, don't?
Yeah, I would not.
Okay, because I said it in my interview, so I figured people just knew.
Well, I figure in the noon. I don't know. We'll ask Pat, but I mean, you're one of us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're us. So anyway, now, over there. Take it over there, and oh, that's right. I'm still here. I got at the final block. I stand, but
I should have said I'm a graduate student, so they know I have a degree at least.
Craig is a student of life.
that's right. We are all students of life. There you go.
Like a monocle?
Who knows? You talking about Michelle? I think it's Michelle. Well, who was cackling? Was it you or Michelle?
I cackled
Okay, it was Kelly. You were right.
because Michelle called you, it's not a student of life, but a teacher of life, much like the old man professors in the classroom.
Back in my day, when you needed 2 cans and a string to communicate, and I walked 20 miles to go to school. Huh? Oh, I would love to do that, especially if it would pay me money. Patrick! Patrick! Yeah, I know, that's one I can do. AC, I'm a terrible example. Don't listen to me.
Oh, no, please.
Oh, yeah, I can't do him. I'd love to be able to do him. I can do one half of Beavis and Butthead. I don't know who's who. I'll wait until after we get off the air. I'll do it. You've heard me do that.
We now know the top 5 CIT officers in the state for 2022. CIT, stands for Crisis Intervention Team. The Lamar County, Mississippi Sheriff's Department sent out a congratulations to 2 of their officers who made near the top of the list. The department says the officers are Eric Lopez with Hattiesburg PD and Jeffrey Duffield with Biloxi PD, Melissa Lee with the Lamar County Sheriff's Office, and Charles Sims with the Petal PD. John Burt with Forest County Sheriff's Office and Mike Bird with the Lamar County Sheriff's Office. Congratulations to all of them.
Mississippi State University's Army Reserve Officer Training Corps program is celebrating the memory of a cadet with an endowed scholarship. Cadet Joseph Adams received a $1,000 scholarship in honor of Cadet Colby Marlowe. The university will give this scholarship annually to an Army ROTC cadet. He serves as treasurer of the Cadets Military Science Club. He's a leader in the Bulldog Battalion and is part of the Ranger Challenge Team and Bulldog Battery. Folks who like the sound of choir music might enjoy this. You can hear some live choir music for free tonight. Tupelo High School says its show choir will perform at the Performance Arts Center. It starts at 6. It is actually a competition preview.
Here's a reminder that you can go to a show happening tonight. It will be at the Tupelo Community Theater. The theater in downtown Tupelo is showing Tea for 3, Lady Bird, Pat and Betty Ford. They have a showing at 7:30 tonight and 2 more tomorrow afternoon at 2 o'clock and again at 7:30 that night.
Who ever heard of a pet committing credit card fraud? Believe it or not, that happened to a YouTuber in Japan, but there is more to that. He was also playing video games. We will explain the story straight ahead on WTVA 9 News at 4. Put all these chairs down and the laptop down, and we do like a standing shot with the back panel.
Oh, fancy.
Oh,
Was
of
that
course it
G-block
does
or
require moving furniture. But
Was that G-block?
say what? Yeah, it's G. And we get out at, was it 55, 25-ish?
Okay.
And then we start, the 5 o'clock news is the only newscast that does not start on the hour.
Okay.
It starts at 58.30.
Okay.
That was a carryover, I think, from the. I think it was a carryover from the Oprah days. It would get us on the air. Oh, my graphics not good. I said because I got the gavel. I'm obscuring the gavel. What am I looking at? Oh, never mind. Let me see. How much time do we have? Let me see.
I'm sorry.
Well, here's the thing. The 6 o'clock is the same thing we're going to have at 5. Hey, you don't have any access to any Ole Miss baseball College World Series stuff, do you? If you don't, we'll just make it work with what you got.
I probably do.
Yeah, I'm sure you do. Did you go to Omaha?
No, I didn't get to because I was interning in Nashville at WKRN the whole summer, and then one of my good friends got married that weekend, and I couldn't miss that. So was not in the
The University of Cincinnati medical team who cared for Buffalo Bills safety Damar Hamlin got a very special honor this week. Doctors, nurses, and other support staff were there when Cincinnati's mayor handed them the key to the city. The mayor says the incident could not have happened at a better place, and the healthcare professionals at the university hospital represent the absolute best in their field. UC Medical Center is Greater Cincinnati's only verified level 1 adult trauma center. A 24-year-old safety went into cardiac arrest and collapsed during a Monday night game against the Cincinnati Bengals earlier this month. The player still faces a lengthy recovery, but is reportedly making remarkable progress.
Check this out, caught on camera. Newly released security video shows a man in Maryland stealing a giant statue of a gorilla. Police in Kensington say the theft happened in the middle of the night at an antique store, and you can see the man cut the cable attached to the building. The suspect then proceeds to load the gorilla into the bed of his truck and then drive away. The owner said the statue is named Murphy and it had already been sold, but still needed to be shipped to a hotel in Africa. No word of any arrests as of right now.
A Japanese YouTuber becomes a victim of credit card fraud, and how it happened is very fishy. The YouTuber posts videos of his pet fish playing games on the Nintendo Switch. The fish was able to play it by using motion detection technology. Now, the technology tracks the fish and inputs commands. During a recent live stream, the video game Pokemon crashed but did not stop following the fish's movements. The fish swam in a way that let it access the Nintendo store, and it ended up buying about $4 worth of content using a credit card already saved to the account. Nintendo did give the owner a refund after he told them what happened. Coming up on WTVA 9 News at 6. Guess what? Baseball season, college baseball season is back. Get a look at Ole Miss and State. Of course, those two teams coming off of respective College World Series victories. Next at 5, family and friends of Tangerine Shaw will gather this evening to honor his memory. You will hear more from family members in Noxubee County ahead on WTVA 9 News at 5. Excellent change. By the way, real quick, make sure when you're over here that you are to the side. Yeah, and it's easy for me to sit here and say that, but you want, I would say, have your shoulder, no more than your left shoulder on the monitor, because you don't want to obscure what's in here.
Yes.
And if they need to, reframe the shot so you can see the prompter.
So like right here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've been standing like right here this whole time.
Oh yeah, yeah. No. Yeah, don't do that.
You got Garner on here.
Yeah, I know. You're right, because it's kind of tough when you're.
Yeah. That pet fish story was killing me.
All right.
I was like, what? The headline just made me laugh. Pet fish commits credit card fraud. I was like,
I'm here at University.
you never know today what you're gonna get.
The retailer has.
I know.
Digital fish.
I know. A little misleading.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Why is it doing this? So nobody needs my feet? No.
No.
No, you're good. Is this your water down here? You want it? Here, I'll just stick it right over here.
Okay, let's see.
Mute that, mute that. Hey,